Hello Ramen Nation, Chris Cobain here, and it is finally that time again. We did my draft analysis video about a week ago, and now it is officially time to get back into battling in the NPA. A couple things to start real quick. One, ignore the cell will be on screen. That's not part of my team. I just figured I'd show it because it was such a good Pokemon for me last season, but it's not on the team, obviously. Number two, I'm still a little sick. I don't know if you can hear my voice or not, but I'm definitely still a little sick. So I might cough a little bit here and there. I might sniffle a little bit here and there. I have a Mountain Dew next to me, so if I start drinking that, okay, just deal with it, okay? But I'm going to try to tank through this as best as possible, and one day, I'm going to do one of these videos and not be sick. It's going to be the best. Anyway, week one. Very, very excited. Everyone's got a fresh start from last season. Obviously, everyone's 0-0 going into the week, so this is where you really got to start your momentum as fast as possible. That's what I plan to do. Week one, the Philadelphia Braviers go up against maybe the closest friend I have on Twitch in terms of being a streamer, and if not, one of my best friends I've made on Twitch over my years of streaming. It's my boy Goffies. I typically pronounce his name wrong. It's for you, buddy. GoffiesEnigma and the Hampshire Haunters. GoffiesEnigma is a phenomenal streamer, a phenomenal human being. Like I said, one of my best friends. If you have not checked him out, do it. I will leave a link to everything he's got, his Twitter, his YouTube, and his stream, his Twitch, all down in the description below. Make sure you guys check him out. He's a phenomenal person. And what's more is his assistant coach is actually one of my stream mods and Child of Disorders. So shout out to Child as well. And they've got a very, very good team. So just like last year, we'll be doing the same exact thing as we did last year. We'll be going over my opponent's 11 Pokemon. And then we'll be going over my Pokemon and why I'm running them. So starting off, we have a Volcanion. Volcanion is, I believe, I'm pretty sure was actually directly illegal last season. I don't think it was released yet. Volcanion is a phenomenal Pokemon. Fire Water, unique in that typing. It gets Scald, Retardation, whatever you want to call that move. Steam Eruption, absolutely ridiculous move, and one that I'm very, very scared of. Obviously, he gets Fire Blast, Flamethrower, he gets Sludge Wave, he gets Earth Power. He can run them all two things very, very well. Definitely a Pokemon that I'm a little bit scared of going into the week. I know that he's going to be able to put in a lot of work. We do have pretty solid answers to him in general, namely Dugtrio. So there's that, but definitely a Pokemon that can definitely be a threat. He's got Delmise, one of the brand new Gen 7 Pokemon, Ghost and Grass. Actually, one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon in the game, if I'm being honest with you. He's got that ability Steel Worker, which gives him access to Steel Stab, meaning he has Triple Stab, which is insane. He gets Power Whip, which is very good. He gets Shadow Claw, and I believe Phantom Force or Shadow Force, or whichever one's not the exclusive for Guillotine. I always forget. He gets Heavy Slam, very, very heavy Pokemon. He gets Anchor Shot, which traps you. So a very, very good move. And very good Pokemon. Rapid Spinner, can be Assault Vest, can be Banded. Can do a lot of things very well. Definitely a Pokemon that's to fear. He's got Crobat, my boy, one of my favorite Pokemon, a Pokemon that's been a staple of Yu-Gi for a long time. So Pokemon like that, you know, are right up my alley. 130 base speed, you guys know what Crobat does or should. It's a Brave Bird spammer. It's a very, very fast pivoter, very bulky Pokemon when run correctly. It gets Roost, it gets Defog, both very big deals. It gets Cross Poison, actually gets the boosted Leech Life for what that's worth. And actually has a slight special moveset, including Heat Wave. Don't forget, that's actually a thing. He's got Miltank. Miltank is a very diverse Pokemon. 3 phenomenal abilities: Sap, Sipper, Thick Fat, and Scrappy if it wants to be offensive. Definitely a scary Pokemon. It gets Heal Bell. It gets Milk Drink. It gets Curse if it wants to be more like an offensive, bulky piece of trash. It's known for running Body Slam. It can also just directly on Thunder Wave. It gets Earthquake. And with Scrap, it can definitely be a big deal. Definitely a scary Pokemon. Aromatisse, a Pokemon on his team, not too afraid of, but Aromatisse is a pretty solid Pokemon. Pure Fairy, I believe another Heal Beller. It can Wish Pass. I think its HP stats pretty good. So definitely something that can be somewhat threatening. But it's only Fairy. It has little to no offensive pressure. It might get Flamethrower. I'm not positive on that, but not something I'm really afraid of, to be honest. He's got Piloswine, obviously the unevolved version of Mamoswine. Good Pokemon, Eviolite most of the time, if not all the time. Stealth Rocker, definitely something to pay attention for. Not something I'm really afraid of. Scizor pretty much handles it in all forms. But, does have Ice Shard, which can definitely do work against Zygarde, can definitely do work against Thundurus, and it also gets Earthquake, which can help it fight off Empoleon. It actually has a solid matchup against my team, all things considered. So it's something to keep an eye on. I do expect him to bring it. Definitely good, definitely a usable Pokemon, but definitely wallable. Manaphy, it's insane. Z Rain Dance is not banned, so he can run that. Z Rain Dance raises your speed on top of setting up Rain, so it gets hydration. So there's options there to raise speed. Tail Glow obviously is a thing. Good moveset. Scald and Hydro Pump, I believe. It gets Ice Beam, it gets Energy Ball. Definitely a Pokemon to fear. 100% he's going to bring that. Mienshao, very, very good Pokemon as well. 125 base attack, if I'm not mistaken. 105 speed as well. Two typical sets you like to see on him the most are going to be his Fake Out, Life Orb, U-Turn, Regenerator set, and of course his straight up Reckless Scarf, High Jump Kick, or Banded, if you want to run that as well. Hits very, very hard. I do not have a Ghost. So he definitely has the ability to do a lot of work against me with that. I fully expect Mienshao to come. I definitely have answers on my team to High Jump Kick spam, namely Garbodor. But definitely a Pokemon that could be a pain in the butt. Durant, another very, very, one of my favorites, personally. A Pokemon that I ran quite a lot. You guys would remember it was Kevin. Pretty basic nickname. Hustle, but Home Claws, which is a very, very scary combination. I believe it's 109 base speed, which is a lot for what he is. He gets Iron Head, he gets X's, or he gets Rock Slide. And he likes to run Home Claws and just do a lot of work that way. If he can get one up, definitely a scary Pokemon. I do have answers to him. I do have Pokemon that are just flat out faster than he is. So that's going to be the way we're going to have to work against him. Meowstic, Goffies actually has both forms of this, both male and female. Male is the Prankster set, typically runs Psychic or Psyshock, both screens, Reflecting Light Screen obviously, and Thunder Wave with Light Clay most of the time. Pretty much all you ever see. He's also got the female version of it, not nearly as good as the male version, despite it being more off. It is the more offensive of the two, but it's not really as usable. But it is pretty fast. I don't know its base speed off the top. I want to say 114, but that could be way off. I just feel like that's what it is. But it's got a solid moveset: Psychic, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. I think it gets Dazzling Gleam too. It's got a lot of moves. Has potential to be something. And then he's got a Mulga, who he drafted specifically to annoy Elliot, which I thought was funny. But all things considered, Mulga's not really that bad of a mon. Interestingly enough, it actually serves as an insane response to Thundurus, being immune to electric thanks to Motor Drive and being resistant to Focus Blast, and all of his moves in general. He takes at least somewhat, obviously I could just hit Power Ice, which is something that Goffies will certainly fear, but pretty fast mod, pretty annoying. I guess Thunder Wave and Air Slash, so it's got that para-flinching thing going on. It's a pretty fast Volt Switcher, so not a bad Pokemon. It was his last pick, and definitely I thought it was a pretty good one for him to take, but a pretty funny one. So he's got some threats there, namely the one thing that Goffies has an issue with is the fact that his two main Pokemon are both water type, being Volcanion and Manaphy, and he's really only got one real response to electric, being Piloswine. He does have a Mulga, and he does actually have Delmise as well. But looking at his team, you can tell he's got a severe weakness to Thundurus. Not that that's a surprise, everybody does. And that's definitely something we took into account. So let's go ahead and go into the actual team itself. We'll be doing the same thing we were doing last season. We'll be going by tier, or not tier, but round we picked them in. So we start off with our round 1 Pokemon. That is going to be your boy Scizor. So Scizor is going to be very good for us in this match. He's a pretty basic set, actually. 252 HP, 252 defense, and impish. So he's full on defensive with the 4 in attack, just because. Very, very basic set here. Just your typical Roost, Swords Dance, Bullet Punch, U-turn set. Very, very, very common. Pretty much Scizor's most used set, Mega Scizor specifically. He's going to be light metal. Reason for that is, why not, right? You don't read on tech, he can't even attack as that. So when he Mega Evolves, he'll turn into tech. Light metal won't help for this. In fact, it actually hurts us in a way because Dhelmise has Heavy Slam. Not that that's going to do any damage, but either way. But this thing's going to be pretty basic. First and foremost, it provides a response to Piloswine, who's actually otherwise kind of threatening to the team. To be honest, which is kind of funny. He's allowed to set up a lot against Piloswine, against Dhelmise, against Miltank, against non-Heat Wave variants of Crobat, which is actually a thing. He can actually set up against Durant. He can actually probably set up against me and Shell to an effect. If it's not like Banded, if it's Scarf, maybe. I'm not actually positive, but that's why we're max defense, just because of that threat of high jump kick, me and Shell being a thing. So he's able to take that very, very well. Roost off a lot of damage and dish out a lot of damage back. Obviously, very, very much fears Volcanion, but we have responses to that in the back, of course. Next up, round 2. Why not? Keep it going. We got my boy Zygarde. I told you guys we are going to run him pretty much every week. In fact, I'd be shocked if we decided not to run him one week. He's just going to be that good. He is going to be Jolly or Break. Obviously, Power Construct is banned. Actually, the first one Reiki traded me was Power Construct. I was like, ooh, glad I caught that. And he's going to be Leftovers. He's running a singular attack stat because he doesn't need to run anything else. 1,000 Arrows, Coil, Substitute, and Toxic with those Leftovers. He's going to be running 196 HP, max attack 2v2, and 60 speed with that Jolly nature. Which is going to allow him to kind of work against a more bulky variant of Miltank and just be fast in general for certain things. I actually believe it's, I want to say Volcanion. I have to look into that actually. I want to say he's faster than Volcanion. But I'm not positive Volcanion speed actually. I should know these things. Anyway. This thing's going to be very, very good. It does really have to work. Look out for Piloswine and Manaphy, who can run Ice Beam and is faster than him. Other than that, he's got a pretty good matchup across the board. Once he sets up a couple of coils, he pretty much destroys Dhelmise, despite the fact that he resisted 1,000 arrows. He'll be able to eat up attacks from me and Xiao and Durant easily. Miltank is complete setup fodder with that substitute. So, basically the plan with him is to set up Coil against certain things. Gonna have to at least make sure that Manaphy's not on the board at the time. If Piloswine's there, a couple of Coils can ensure that he's not too afraid of Ice Shard and fire back with 1,000 arrows. But if the Manaphy is full offensive, which I expect it fully to be, and is still alive, then we're not going to really be able to do too much with Zygarde. Definitely something that's in my way. But if we can get rid of that and set up a coil or two, then this game is going to be broken wide open in my favor. Because Zygarde is insane. Pokemon 3, round 3. Why not? Excuse me, I'm going to have to wipe my nose real fast. Sorry. My nose is more annoying than my cough is. It's kind of ridiculous. So, you guys see no item. I have to fix that. I'll get into that in a second. He is timid, Volt Absorb. His item is a Fightinium Z. I probably said that name wrong. But it's the fighting type Z move. That is what he is running. It is combined with Focus Blast. He's running Thunderbolt, Nasty Plot, Agility, and Focus Blast. He's this a straight 252 special attack and 252 speed set max. Why do you have to drink water right now, you butthole? 4 special defense on top of that. He is a double dance set with both nasty plot and agility. This thing is just straight up built to sweep. There's only 2 things on his team that serve as responses to this. That is Delmise and, funnily enough, it's going to be Emolga as well. We did debate running Hidden Power Ice so that we could deal with the Emolga and the Delmise. We decided against that because Delmise and Emolga both are not Pokemon we're very scared of, and they're Pokemon that we know that we can deal with otherwise. So we decided against running that in favor of running both Nasty Plot and Agility, which is going to allow him to fight everything. Take the water bottle from the woman! Melon, jeez. Just gonna sit there and hold it, do nothing. Basically, this thing is just built to set up and win. If we can weaken Delmise, if he brings Emolga, if we can remove it, then this thing just sets up and wins directly. The fighting type scheme is pretty simple. It's for both Piloswine and Miltank. It will one-tap both of them with ease, and it does not risk a Focus Blast miss. That is pretty much the only reason we're running it. Of course, Nasty Plot's there just to be power in general. Bam. This thing is a win con. We need it. It could be huge for us. It will be huge for us. Jumping into round our Pokemon 4, I believe this is our 4th pick, so we're moving right along there. It's my boy, Empoleon, and another very, very important Pokemon for the team this week. Empoleon's going to be Calm, Torrent, obviously, this week because he's special, and Leftovers as well. He's running Scald, Stealth Rock to Fog, and Roar. His EV spread is very, very basic. It's just max special defense, max HP, with the Calm Nature for a special attack. This thing is pretty much just there to make sure Manaphy's not a thing. Particularly, it's for Z Rain Dance Manaphy. If Goffies goes for Z Rain Dance and raise that speed, I can come in, roar it out. His Z move's gone. It can also just straight up roar out the Tail Glow set, obviously. Basically, this thing is there to set up rocks and keep rocks off the field as well. If we can keep rocks up, it really hinders Volcanion. It really hinders, Crobat as well. And he's built to get rid of rocks, which obviously hinder our Thundurus more so than anything else. He also is there to provide chip damage. Obviously, this thing is not going to be the most offensive Pokemon on the team. He is completely going to be stuffed by Water Absorb Volcanion. But Volcanion is not able to do too much to him. So the point there is to set up rocks and roar him out. In test runs, we were able to do it where we were able to roar out Volcanion multiple times, providing solid chip damage, which allowed us to kill Volcanion with other things. Pretty simple with this guy. Pretty much all he's there to do is to check Manaphy, keep him in check, and do hazard control. That's what Empoleon does, pretty much. If he can fire off some Scalds, if Volcanion's not there for some reason, or if we kill Volcanion, then maybe he can Scald. He's an answer to Crobat. Crobat can't touch him, so that's a thing. He can actually outspeed and hit Piloswine pretty hard. So, whatever. If we can do offensive stuff, he can, but he's not there to do offense at all. And then we've got the low-key MVP of the team this season. It's your boy, Doug Trio, a.k.a. Arena Trap. Again, just like Zygarde, I expect to run him pretty much, maybe not every week, but most weeks. Jolly, Arena Trap, because, of course, Focus Sash is a thing. He's going to be running 252 attack, 84 defense, and 172 speed, which, if I'm not mistaken, allows him to be faster than... I don't even know. Me and Shao. No, it's probably more Emolga, or Meowstic, which is a thing, I guess. Either way, he's built to be faster than this guy's entire team. Goffies doesn't have a thing on his team, aside from Crobat, that can be faster than him. And of course, Choice Scarfers as well. Pretty much this thing's just Earthquake spam. Pretty much it's there to trap Volcanion. That is its main job in this game. Trap Volcanion. He is Focus Sash because there is a very solid chance that Volcanion is going to be a Shuka Berry. It's going to allow him to hit Earthquake, take one attack, hopefully not get burned by Steam Eruption, and then fire off another one. Is also there potentially to take an Ice Shard from Piloswine if that need be, or whatever the case may be. He's also running Screech. That is more for Miltank than anything else. In case he's running a Cursed Miltank, I'm able to Screech away his defensive boost and do damage. Sucker Punch is... I mean, it's Sucker Punch if we know he's running a Scarf Pokemon of some sort. Or if he's got something faster than me, Sucker Punch, obviously. And the reversal to work with Focus Sash, just to do damage. Sucker Punch is also for Delmise, of course, which I should have said. But this thing's pretty much just as... It's almost fully for Volcanion here. Volcanion is a very, very scary Pokemon. But if we can get Dugtrio on him, it's a fight I should win pretty easily, which will actually free up... which will hella free up Scizor and also help free up Empoleon as well. And that just leaves us with the last Pokemon of the week. And to be honest, in warm-ups or in practice runs, this was the most the most important Pokemon, which is kind of funny. It is going to be your boy Azelf. And Azelf, like I said, was the most important in the warm-up matches. Very well could be, or is a win con, very well could be the reason I win this week. Pretty simplistic. He is going to be a timid, Levitate obviously can't be anything else, Choice Scarf set. Yes, he is timid and Choice Scarf. That needs to be a thing. Otherwise, he's not faster than Scarf, me and Chow. His EV spread is going to be a 44 defense, 252 speed, and 212 defense. I actually believe that is for, I feel like it's for Durant, who is potentially Scarfed. That's why he's running Flamethrower. Psychic U-turn, Energy Ball, and Flamethrower. This guy is going to be very, very, very important. Goffies has pretty much no response to this at all. It is going to be faster than his entire team. It's mainly there. Scarf is mainly to bait both Crobat and me and Xiao, who could be Scarfed. One taps both with Psychic with ease. U-turn is for fast momentum. Energy Ball is to finish off Piloswine more so than anything else. And Flamethrower is there specifically for Durant. Or in Delmise as well, and in certain cases, but Psychic's going to be more used against him, unless I think Flamethrower has to be used to kill him, which it could. He's probably going to be Solid Best, so what do you know? What do you know? In warm-ups, this guy picked up all the kills. We did a match where Reiki had me on the ropes for most of the match, but I chipped things and finished him off with 4 straight Psychics and won the game. It's pretty funny. If we can do chip damage, this thing just wins. If you can chip Piloswine a little bit, if it's got a 2-tap Durant, so if you can chip Durant a little bit, Meowstic's not really a threat. If you can chip Volcanion, if you can chip Delmise, anything with semi-bulk like that, even a little bit, Azelf is able to come in and just Psychic spam all the way to victory with ease. Going to be a huge Pokemon for us in this game, 100%. Definitely happy to have him on the team here. And when all is said and done, there is a very solid chance that our last Pokemon on the team this week could be the reason we win it. Goffies is a pretty good battler, and definitely not somebody to take lightly. This is going to be a very good match. Very excited to face him. And hopefully this week we can start off strong and have a victory and start off 1-0, obviously. So the plan this week is pretty simple. For the most part, it's just built to try to set up sweep with one of our 3 main guys. Empoleon is just there to provide hazard control and to do chip damage. Dugtrio's there to remove Volcanion more so than anything else. And then if all else fails, hopefully all the combined chip damage we have on the team can lead to Azelf being able to finish off the game with Psychic Spam. I feel like we got a very, very good strategy this week, and I feel like we have a definitely very good chance to win. And if all goes well, hopefully RNG plays nice. And if all goes well, we can walk out 1-0 for the season and picked up where we left off last season, right? That's the plan. Thank you guys for watching the video today. I appreciate it. I apologize for me being sick. I apologize for my rabbit. Because he's a butthole. She's a butthole. The battle should come out, will be coming out on Saturday, February 18th. It's Thursday? Yeah, I think so. 18th? Whatever. Pay attention to my YouTube. It's there somewhere. And hopefully you guys can check it out, and hopefully we have a very good match. I'm out. I'll see you guys in the actual battle against Goffies and the Hampshire Hunters. See you guys. I hope to see you guys there. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in week 1, alright? Alright, peace, Ramen Nation. See you guys next time. Peace.